Girls basketball leagues in Indiana are seeing higher participation rates since women's basketball star player Caitlin Clark joined the Indiana Fever last year. Isabella Vesperini has more on how Clark has transformed the sport locally.
12-year-old Callie Schofield started playing basketball in kindergarten and plays in the Central Indiana Basketball Association. Seeing how much the sport has grown with Caitlin Clark has motivated her to put more effort into the game.
She's inspired me to play up in the college level. Hopefully I can break as many records as her, which probably can't, but just breaking anything at my school, hopefully just being as good as a player and a teammate as she is.
Schofield has seen more girls her age playing and watching basketball.
Most people used to just keep walking past courts and not really pay attention just to their own game, but now everybody, if they see something big, they stick around. There's usually like thousands of people at a basketball tournament that don't play, but really are just spectators.
Over the last few years, more girls are playing in the Central Indiana Basketball Association. The league's director attributes that to how relatable Clark is.
You look at LeBron James and you're like, he plays somewhere. You know, you look at Brittany Griner, you're like, she's definitely probably a WNBA player. But you look at Caitlin Clark, she kind of looks like just your average person out here. And so I think it gives, you know, young players, they look at her and like, hey, like I could go to the WNBA too.
Moss hopes to get more funding for his league and is working with some of the older girls to increase their exposure on social media. He wants to take advantage of Clark's time with the Fever to promote girls basketball.
I think it's a good time for us to be doing this, you know, and I think it's going to do nothing but grow over the years as we continue to build it.
A recent report shows media coverage of women's sports has increased 275% in the last 5 years, and women's sports revenue has increased 300% in the last 3 years. When the Indiana girls basketball program first started in 2017, only 4 teams signed up to play. Last year, 44 teams registered to play.
The most important thing is that girls get to play with girls now. Like any girl who used to be interested in it they were going to camps with mostly boys. And so some of the feedback that I got this week was like, these little girls love it because they're around only other girls.
Morse says the increased attention has improved the quality of training. More people are dedicating time and court space to girls basketball.
There wasn't a lot of gym space for girls to be able to even get in the gym and get better. So I think we've definitely challenged, programs to dedicate more time to young girls.
National youth basketball leagues like Prep Girls Hoops have also seen more participation because of popular players like Clark. This year, 1,650 teams signed up to play. Last year, there were 1,400 teams.
The kids are seeing what these pros and these college students are doing and understanding that it's a business more early on, and that if they do work their butts off, just like if they were going to be a doctor and they started studying stuff at a really young age, right? Like you're going to accomplish the same goals based on the amount of work you put in.
The Indiana Fever's media representative declined requests to interview Clark and any other Fever players. But after their game against the Golden State Valkyries last week, Clark spoke about the importance of setting a good example for young players.
I think my mom has always reminded me that ever since I was a young kid too. Like, even when you're a high school basketball player, there's young girls looking up to you and wanting to be like you, and you got to try to set the best example you can 100% of the time. And, no one's going to be perfect by any means, but I think just reminding myself of that, how grateful I am to be in this position. And, it is my responsibility to try to help grow this game and do it to the best of my ability.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Isabella Vesperini.